Yeehaw.
Greetings, and welcome to the Library of Deep Knowledge. I am Naho the Storyteller, and I have a tale to tell you. Today we are continuing the story of Tokyo Necro, and when we last left Soun and company, they were investigating the Ikebukuro CPC, the Child Protection Center, searching for leads as to Iria's identity and trying to restore her memories. Today I am joined by Akane,
Hello.
Crystal,
Hello!
and a very sick Eva who is joining us in spirit today.
Yeah.
Wild should be here soon.
Enough.
Fashionably late as always. And I have heard nothing from Momo. But we will see if she is able to show up. Here in spirit, but also actually here. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, Wild and Momo will show up if and when they show up. So
Yep.
let's get this going now.
Let's go!
Turn off the library commemoration image. And here we go. Hey, Dave. Doing all right.
Hello.
We're just getting started. I forget. Did I leave it at an actual cliffhanger last time?
I believe you did.
I don't remember.
Yeah, Dave. So you didn't miss anything for this stream, but you've missed 4 3-hour-long streams of this from the past few weeks.
Yeah, and you missed an absolute great scene.
Great time.
All right.
Like, I want to save all the dramatic tensions for those moments.
You're the target. Iria, yeah, that, wait. This is Ethica.
Iria bites her lip, fighting against an invisible terror. As I try to find the words to comfort her.
Oh no.
And of course
Wild's
his
not
scene
here.
comes up.
Of course.
Has anyone pinged him?
Ding dong.
I'm gonna ping him right now. Let's see here.
Yeah, because I don't even have him as a friend. Oopsie.
Whoopsie daisies.
I'm gonna send him a friend request right now.
I will also send him a friend request.
Oopsie.
Whoopsie daisies.
No, it wouldn't be a stream without jank and scuff.
True enough.
And if I'm not having technical difficulties, it's personnel difficulties. Well, I'm gonna take Tokitaka until he gets here.
Okay.
Indeed. Fair enough.
Can you hear me?
Tokitaka breaks the silence. I've got a bad feeling about this. And my instincts are usually right.
Anomaly detected. A figure's approaching from the old Ikebukuro station. A figure. Yeah, it's completely white, like...
The signal cuts out.
Tokitaka? Hey, Tokitaka!
Is that me?
Yeah, that's you, Akane.
Okay, that's my. Look, she looks different in her shadow. Okay.
Yeah, well, because Ryoko's in her combat gear instead of her usual stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, hello, Pack Guardian. Welcome to the...
Hello.
Welcome to the Library of Deep Knowledge.
Welcome.
Welcome, welcome.
I'll send a video signal.
Ryoko links our X-Brains to the real-time video feed captured from the Strider's pads. Amid the pouring snow, a small cloud of dust can be seen billowing up from the top floor of the landmark tower.
What happened?
Hang on. Hey, check your stream for me.
My stream?
Yeah, it's saying. I just see Necro. I don't see that. What's going on? Is that just me?
I can.
Like, it just
I can
shows
see
the
the
Necro
stream.
Tokyo.
Everything looks good on my end.
Oh, I guess it's just me. That was weird. Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Oh, good.
I just wanted to make sure your stream was all good.
Yeah, everything
it's
looks
good.
good on my end.
Okay, I refreshed and it's showing normally now. Tokitaka's X-brain went silent. His vital signs are, thankfully, still present. Something must have suddenly come down from...
That something appears from the smoke, interrupting Ryoko.
It's flying.
The camera zooms in on the figure. Sure enough, it has wings on its back. Did that bastard attack Tokitaka? A burst of white light spews out from the jetpack jerk's back. It's a rocket engine. That thing's coming right towards the camera, and quick. The Strider's AI detects danger and begins firing within the 30mm quad mount autocannon with its 33mm. Yeah. I can't believe my eyes! The jetpack jerk takes a sudden 90-degree turn. Ryoko sets the Strider in motion as the opponent adjusts its course, narrowly evading its attack. Unable to kill its momentum, the jetpack jerk crashes into a building directly behind, scattering a cloud of dust, only to pop right back up from the middle of the debris.
Well, Pack Guardian, this is a visual novel, first and foremost.
Yee. Ryoko pulls away into Strider. But the jetpack jerk doesn't chase after her. It just calmly idles in the air above Ikebukuro CPC.
Is it after you three?
Yeah, probably.
What is that thing?
It may be humanoid, but it's no human.
Now, I'm no rocket scientist, but even I know a thing or two about inertia. Hello!
Hi, I'm sorry
Hello.
I'm late.
We're happy that you're here.
Yay!
You didn't miss much.
Readjust things.
What is the question of the week this time?
Oh.
Hmm.
Did we agree to have a question of the week?
No,
Apparently
we
it's
just
not.
decided
Not
to.
really, and not officially, but like we had a question every week so far with favorite food, favorite drink, favorite color, and all that,
Favorite
right?
dessert.
Current favorite candy.
Current favorite candy. Okay.
Candy. Ooh.
White chocolate chip cookies with lemon.
That's
Interesting.
a good
It's
choice.
interesting.
Okay.
I just
I
ate them.
I mean, I was just gonna say left Twix, but now I feel stupid.
Quick. Alright.
I like the Kinder's Bueno, I think. Those, I've been
Oh,
addicted to
they're
those
good.
lately. I have been so addicted to those lately.
But no, just general chocolate bars are pretty good right now. My yums.
All right.
Anyways, let's get
Back in
back to
action.
this. A perfect 90-degree turn on the spot like that should be impossible. But that jetpack jerk pulled it off. Or at least something close to it. Something very close to it. And it withstood the sudden load. Something that no human body possibly could. So it can't be human.
But if it's a machine, then there's no point in making it humanoid.
So it's a living dead.
Yeah, probably. After gaining substantial distance, the Strider catches sight of the airborne jetpack jerk. It's spinning wide circles around Ikebukuro CPC, observing the situation. Like a hawk stalking its prey.
Extracting Iria takes top priority.
Ryoko gives her orders.
There's an abandoned underground tunnel. We'll regroup in front of the station.
If we move to a more crowded location, we can't have an all-out battle. We're allowed to request backup from the military police, and you better believe we will.
Su'un, escort Iria through the underground tunnel and regroup with Strider in front of the station. In the meantime, Ethica, distract the flying hi-fi living dead.
Roger.
Roger! We have no objections. Experience tells us that this is the best plan of action. But Iria lacks that experience.
What about what about Tokataka? You're just going to leave him there? That's not.
Okay, Akane.
What?
The energy you had with the first line does not disappear with the second one.
Look, her face changed, and I was like, okay, we're dropping that. I was like, doesn't she just hate him a little bit?
She does, but like she doesn't want to leave him behind. He's part of the team.
All right. Okay. Can you backtrack that? Thank you.
What about Tokataka? You're just gonna leave him there? That's not.
Don't worry.
Soon speaks calmly.
We've been trained by Ikatsu. It'll take more than that to take him out.
That's unexpected. So he's told her about Ikatsu. I thought that was kind of a sensitive subject for him. Well, I won't complain about them getting closer. Just look.
Okay. I trust you, Suun.
So-un.
I trust you, Suun.
She's not fully convinced, but she trusted him anyway. Perfect. We don't have time for a lover's quarrel on the battlefield. Come back home alive.
I will, even if it kills me.
We exchange our usual banter and split up. Well then. I guess I'm up against a flying enemy. But it doesn't look like it's got any firearms. If I had to guess, the concept behind this thing is that the body itself is better than any weapon. Whoever made it must be one hell of a perv. So, what's the best way to show that perv up? Yeah, that would do it. Can't say I enjoy being on the same wavelength as my ex-brain, but that's probably the best option I've got. I put myself up and ready, my trusty AK-50, which is just itching to do battle. I blast the door open and rush down the outdoor service corridor. There it is. The Strider's intel was right on the money. The jetpack jerk's flying circles above Ikebukuro CPC. I start aiming my rifle, but the fucker notices me. Ah, shit. I pop off a few shots as it comes for me, but they're just to divert its attention. No way am I hitting a flying target at this range. I ceasefire and rush inside the building. I hide myself behind a pillar.
It descended. I'll lose visual contact shortly.
Roger. Losing focus in a battle can spell certain death. My ex-brain automatically cuts any further transmissions. I pump myself up again and ready my AK-50. Now that's a showy entrance. I take aim at the jetpack jerk and pull the trigger, but it deflects all the bullets that hit. Guess you've gotta have pretty thick skin if your ammo is kamikaze strikes.
Oh.
The jetpack. Oh, that's him. Oh, well.
Whatever.
It'll work. The jetpack jerk lets out an unsettling hiss as it heads this way. Well. Something extends from its arms at both sides. Steel whips of some sort? Ah, shit! I immediately run for cover inside the Ikebukuro CPC. The door breaks down and thunderous roars ring throughout the empty Ikebukuro CPC. I hide behind the reception counter and scout out the enemy's form. According to my ex-brain, I should have the advantage in narrow spaces like this, but... It's cramped as hell in here. And that bold bastard can still fly? The whip-like things extending from its hands bend and warp to help it maintain balance. Looks like those are ultramagnetic whips. They're specialized weapons made of ultra-high purity iron blades magnetically connected via wire to form a metal whip about 3 meters long. They can freely change shape in proportion to the magnetic force applied, which makes them a pain in the ass to deal with. Eat shit, you bold bastard! When I see a perverted weapon like that, it makes me want to steal it and make it my own.
We cross paths for just one moment. Right before my bayonet makes contact, the bold bastard disappears! No, it didn't disappear. It used its rocket engines and the whips in its hands to evade the attack, sweeping my legs out from under me in the process. Look! I grip my teeth in humiliation as I try to get up, but... Holy shit, that turning radius! The second I turn around, I get swept up and carried away. The bald bastard takes off down the hallway at tremendous speeds. It's trying to ram me into the wall! Who fucking came up with this method of attack? You think I'm just gonna sit here and take it? I take out my chainsaw and shove it into the floor. The ultra-hard polycrystalline diamond blade sinks in and provides some resistance.
Glad to see you're part of the chainsaw, Crystal.
Thrown off by the unexpected force, the bold bastard tries to keep its balance by manipulating its ultramagnetic whips. But its legs are wide open. I use the leverage of my chainsaw to kick the bald bastard away. It's unable to regain its stance and ends up tumbling down the dark hallway. I can tell from the reverberating vibrations that it crashed into the wall. It'd be just peachy. It'd be just peachy if that were the end of it, but... God damn it! I can hear the engine reigniting.
Oh, hang on. What's up, Pack Guardian?
I think he just said his internet was interrupted. So, I think he's good now.
He should be fine. Also, yeah, his legs were wide open. What of it?
Apparently in this game, that's not common.
Pack Guardian, you need me to, like, go back a bit? Because, like...
No, it should be fine.
Alright, continuing.
They said it's
Well, that sick freak did crash into the building head first, so I guess it's gonna take more than that to take it down.
Rising Tempo, yes, there are VODs. Every single visual novel that we do, I make sure to save the VODs.
Yep.
It's really important that anyone who wants to see these from the beginning gets to.
Indeed. Diddly doodly. At least we've learned one thing. Narrow spaces gives us 0 technical advantage. Rabbit Punch's teeth are all dinged up thanks to that long-distance floor slide. That leaves me with my AK-50 as my only weapon. But I've got a trick up my sleeve. The enemy might be hard as hell on the outside, but as long as I can get a bite in, I win. The only problem, How do I deal with that charge? How do do I head underground and call Stone for backup? Or do I lure it to the roof and try to handle it by myself? Ugh, damn it. Give me a suggestion here, X-Ray. That's your fucking job!
Oh boy, it's my job. So, you get there are 2 places in this game where you get a choice.
Oh, fun!
I'm going to save here for the future, for when we do more routes.
Fun!
And I will save them to the Z side of the holographic cube.
Cube.
Or not, it won't let me. I guess I have to do it on the Y. Alright, we'll do it down here.
Y-axis.
So we're going up.
Oh, okay.
I've decided ahead of time what route we're going on.
Okay. Up we go then. Well, yeah, that would be more of an ethical thing to do, wouldn't it? That's the suggestion you're going with? Up we go.
After splitting up with Ethica, we reached the entrance. This would be over with quick if we could just leave out the front door, but... Ryoko?
It's still circling up above. Ethica should be luring it away, though. It might not be wise to wait around for the proper timing to leave.
Looks like we've got no choice but to use the underground passage. Even if it seems like a trap. Be careful.
Okay.
I offer Iria my hand. She's not wearing night vision goggles. I doubt it's easy to keep up a steady pace with only a single light.
Thank you.
Our hands touch. It shouldn't feel any different from before, but the sensation seems somehow precious now. I think I might be on edge.
So,
Let's go. There's shards of glass and fragments of shelves scattered about the floor, remnants of gunfights past. Our footsteps echo in the ruined shopping mall as we advance quickly but carefully, making sure not to trip on anything. I hone my senses to their limit. I can't afford to overlook the slightest detail. I can't rely on Ethica or Tokitaka to back me up. I must protect Tokyo Iria.
there's a light.
Iria sighs in relief at the sight of the light in the distance. I'm fine thanks to my night vision, but it must have been harrowing to keep running in the dark like that. Iria leaps into the light. Our field of view expands. We're inside a square atrium, part of the 4-story shopping mall. Natural sunlight filters in from the ceiling windows above, diffusing in the dust as it pours down. Amid the tranquility,
So, over there.
there stands an imposing figure, glaring down from the 4th floor. He stands as still as a sculpture, silver hair swaying ever so gently. His reinforced bodysuit gleams in the light of the sun. Despite the shadows cast over his eyes, I can feel his gaze boring into me. It's the same gaze that Tang Yun Shan looked at me with. I step forward and cover Iria. Who are you?
미르구라.
Oh.
Alright. That's the first time he got to say a thing, so let's turn his voice off so I can take over.
Milkrum.
My heart leaps. Milgram, top necromancer and proponent of the Grave Crusade principle. He leads an organization of elite necromancers known as the Laboratory, plotting to overthrow society. Oh, Pack Guardian, this guy is this game's Sephiroth. A phantom terrorist.
Son of Nagaoka Takayuki. I've come here for you to kill me.
Before I can ask what that means, my X-Brain determines that Milgram is speaking truthfully. My heart starts beating furiously. By analyzing the idiosyncrasies of a person's speech, my X-Brain can determine whether or not they're lying. As long as it has sufficient data collected, the expanded subconscious should be able to make highly accurate judgments based on the speaker's mannerisms. As long as it has sufficient data collected. So, how did my X-Brain determine Milgram's words were true so quickly? During my battle in the Neokoma ruins the other day, my X-Brain knew that Tang Yunshan would use his high-voltage blades to blind me. And that's because it accumulated data on him during the Sino-American War. Because my father, Nagaoka Takayuki, had already experienced that technique in battle while wearing this X-Brain. Distress begets failure. That's something Ikatsu drilled into me time and time again. I desperately try to calm myself, but it's no use. Are you the one who killed my father?
Should I kill your loved ones? Will your hatred make you stronger? In that case, I shall kill that woman.
I hear an unsettling sound from behind. I turn around to see a ghoul with bones jutting out of its hips. 2 more leap down from the upper floors. Some ghouls fail to stick the landing and explode into petals of dusky red blood and rotten flesh. You killed my family, and I don't like that kind of thing. Monkey Bro, it's amazing for you to join.
Oh my god.
He's awake? Why is he not in here?
Yeah, intern, get in here. You're part of the library.
Get in here! Fuel!
He's like, oh, I can't. Oh no, I've got a life. I'm just kidding. There he is!
Hello! Get in here!
Forever! Oh my god! I've been asleep for this whole time.
Oh my
Get
god.
in here!
Finally woke up.
I'm late for work! Oh my gosh! I'm late for my work at the internship! Oh my god!
So, Monkey Bro,
Fire the intern right now.
I really, really want to be Milgram for this scene, but if you want to take him...
Okay, well, I'll see what I can do, because, like, I'm not sure if it's picking up like that, but, like, I am a little, like, sinusy right now, but I'll try.
You sound fine.
Okay, great. At least for now. So, yes.
Or would you rather do Sohn? Because I really want to be Milgram.
Okay, yes, fine, I'll do so. I didn't, I wasn't expecting to be here, honestly, so I didn't get a chance to properly catch up on the VODs, so I'm coming in hot.
To be fair, considering your attendance as of late, we didn't expect you to show up either.
Right. This was just kind of just an odd turn of circumstances, basically. So yes.
So if you need some information on what kind of character Sohn is, he's efficient, methodical, not quite emotionless, but he's around there, you know?
Okay, yeah. I think I can work with something like that.
All right. I mean, if you've been hearing me reading for him, I think you've got it.
All right. Yo, Miki!
Get in here!
It's almost like a full reunion. I think we're
Well,
missing.
I think Miki actually can't. Like he's got reasons.
I
That's
see. I see.
Yes,
I see.
but he's right. It's like the whole crew is here right now.
Just about, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, oh my god! I'm so glad I was able to
It'll
be
be
here.
fun.
It's amazing.
Great.
It's a library miracle.
Hooray!
All right, well, Monkey Bro, if
Anyways.
you would,
Okay. I'm reading this part like some.
like the narration is Soun's so
Okay.
Yeah.
Some ghouls fail to stick the landing and explode into petals of dusky red blood and rotten flesh. Milgram pays this no heed. One by one, they come jumping down, surrounding us in the blink of an eye.
So,
I grip Iria's hand tight. I'll protect you, even if it costs me my life.
no!
I move to engage the ghouls, but Iria won't let go of my hand.
Promise me you'll come back alive!
Okay, I promise. If I die, I won't be punished for breaking this promise. It has no binding force. But it's by no means meaningless. The warmth of Iria's touch lingers like a fire in my hand as I grip my firearms. It feels different from usual. But why? I cast away my hesitation. I erase my confusion. I output the input from my X-brain. Nothing more, nothing less. I become a living weapon.
Monkey Bro, we missed having you.
Yeah.
I miss being here.
so
Oh my
well.
god.
You did so well. Good job.
Great.
This was amazing.
Great.
You guys so much.
Encore!
Oh!
A capable killing machine. The objective is exceedingly simple. Protect Hogyo Iria. End of file. When Living Dead reaches for me, I pull it in by the hand and re-kill it with a single shot to the temple. And not a moment later, I'm on to the next Living Dead. I make use of my remaining rotational momentum to transition into a low kick. Its legs snap like toothpicks thanks to the cracks made upon impact when it landed. When the Living Dead crumbles to the floor, I pin its head against the ground with my re-eliminator and fire, re-killing it. I kick off the floor, tackling the next ghoul lurking at me. I stop the enemy's movements and shoot its brains out through its chin. I fling away the re-killed corpse with a shoulder wheel judo throw. The corpse slams against the next incoming Living Dead, hindering its movement. But the Living Dead do not fear death. They won't stop coming until you shoot out their vitals. A pure blunt force does have its use. A pure blunt force does have its uses. Inefficient to simply hold your ground and bear the brunt of an opponent's momentum head on. Normally, I would sidestep the enemy and turn their momentum against them. But right now, I've got Iria at my back. Letting them rush at me in this situation would be a risk in and of itself. But I push forward instead. Ah! Obviously, this strategy is far more fatiguing. I can't keep fighting like this for long. My X-brain can't calculate the enemy's numbers. Reinforcements keep falling down from above. shopping mall is quite spacious. There's no way to tell just how many ghouls have been packed in the upper floors of the atrium. I analyze the situation as calmly as possible as I continue re-killing the ghouls. I'd assumed that these were once corpses from Malacca gang disputes, but there's too many ghouls with stab wounds. Many of them have been pierced through the heart with a bladed weapon. Considering the temperature of this area and the decomposition of the bodies, corpses must have been about 2 weeks old. So around the same time, Tang Yunshan was spotted here. The living dead Milgrams puppeting are made with corpses from around that time. Then my X-brain reads my brainwaves. It consolidates my conjecture through the mesh network. 2 weeks ago, a number of Malacca gang members went missing after a skirmish. About 30 of them. Putting my conjecture and my X-brain's calculations together, we have our number. It's not conclusive, but it's better than fighting without any leads at all. I assess my stamina and my remaining X-Eliminator ammo as I swoop down upon the next living dead. Re-kill. 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 Watching the number decrease is all that keeps me going as my strength begins to flag. I can't keep this up. I'm getting driven into a corner. I understand the situation. And yet... my body is light. My will is strong. Holding on to hope. Killing dead bodies has been my way of life. Re-killing the dead, returning them to their natural state. An act that produces nothing. I've staked everything on mere routine work. But today, it's different.
I mean, a Pip-Boy is basically an X-Brain.
I was kind of thinking that. I felt like there were some parallels there. Today, I'm holding these guns for the sake of the living. Today, I'm fighting a noble fight so that the living may have a tomorrow. I never knew I was capable of something like this.
I've been thinking this for a while, but I need to commission someone to make a Left 4 Dead 2 mod that changes the pistols into the re-eliminators and changes the chainsaw into Rabbit Punch.
Oh, nice, nice. So basically turning it into this game.
I mean, isn't it the perfect thing?
I could see that easily.
You see it. See the vision.
I mean, it was kind of like, what was it? I've been replaying Final Fantasy VII, the original, and I was thinking, like, oh my god, like, I would play a Cyberpunk 2077, like, you know, like, skin of, like, well, no, I'm saying Final Fantasy VII skinned onto Cyberpunk 2077, especially the Shinra arc stuff. Anyway, last one. The ghoul is crouching in front of me. I shoot the brains out of the enemy's head. One last gunshot echoes through the hall. Dusky red blood sprays everywhere, forming a goopy puddle on the floor as silence settles back in. Iria, are you safe?
Yeah, I'm...
Well done, Nagaoka-san.
Milgram steps forth from the darkness. He must have headed down the stairs while watching the battle unfold.
You really are Nagaoka Takayuki's son.
I can't stand that look. It's like he's looking past me, just like Tan Youngshan did. I'm sure he was fondly reminiscing as he looked down at the battlefield, pulling the strings of his ghouls from up above.
Have I upset you? Are you that ashamed of your father?
Shooting at him from this distance isn't going to land a fatal wound. I know that, and yet my rage nearly drives me to shoot at Milgram anyway. It's Iria's hand that stops me. She pushes me aside and faces Milgram herself.
What is your goal? Why are you targeting me?
Because you are essential. Such steadfast, flawless beauty. Beauty I must have for myself.
What on earth are you talking about?
Nagoka-son, I'm sure you understand the meaning of my words.
Milgram's speech seems purposely loquacious, almost as if he's waiting for my stamina to recover. I refuse to let him keep the initiative. I understand just one thing, and it's that it's my job to kill necromancers like you.
Very well. Go on then. Kill me. For that is my dearest desire as a suicide wannabe.
Milgram readies his weapons. He wields pronged blades with hooks at their pointed tips and gun muzzles peeking out of their handles. My X-brain recognizes these. Sai pistols. Curious weapons that combine the Okinawan Sai and pistols. I ready my re-eliminators and go face to face with Milgram. I quietly approach. Rushing forward, I strike with my muzzle spike, but Milgram easily deflects it with the grip of his Sai pistol. Such a clean response. I have to take a few steps back and regain my composure. Milgram just looks at me, not saying a word. As if nothing had happened. He pierces me with that gaze. As the ages change, so too do the perfect sword and the perfect shield.
I just realized what Milgram's art reminds me of here. It reminds me of Shinkiro's work on like Capcom vs. SNK 2.
Ah!
Like you can see it, right?
I can see it. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm totally catching that vibe, but I do see it. I don't think you're wrong.
Like it's not exact, but it's got the vibes.
Yeah. Right. The shield has a slight advantage in the current era, owing to technological advancements and limited access to natural resources. For example, there's magnetic liquid armor. It's normally in a fluid state, offering no hindrance to motion whatsoever. But as soon as danger is detected, it solidifies to a form harder than steel. Exceptional defensive capabilities of battlesuits necessitated a huge shift in anti-personnel martial arts theory. But Milgram isn't wearing a helmet. Obviously, his cranium would be very well reinforced with cemented carbide or bulletproof ceramic plate. Those enhancements aren't perfect. If there's any reason not to wear a helmet on top of that, I can't think of one. Such an obvious vulnerability to expose to your opponent. Obviously, Milgram is no idiot. Should take it as a ploy of some sort. Even my X-brain recommends observing the enemy to scope out his true intentions. That in mind, I'm approaching this fight cautiously. But
if you're not going to make a move, then I will.
with that declaration, Milgram leaps into action.
Not gonna lie, Pack Guardian, I'd love to see this as a more traditional action game.
I feel like I said the same thing when you kind of played this for me, like as a preview.
Oh,
I'm not
God,
sure. I'm
how
not sure
long
if I
ago was
vocalized
that?
but-
That was
Right,
that was
yeah,
before
yeah,
I
yeah.
even knew about the R15 patch.
True. I believe that was the because I think that was what you were concerned about because you said that this game was not stream appropriate otherwise.
Yeah, and when Miki
Oh, no.
when Miki was here and we tried it with that completely unpatched, and then we found out that the 2-hour-long intro sequence got cut down to 10 minutes.
Oh wow. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I believe you mentioned that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're imagining it as a Bayonetta clone. Ah.
Soun has, well, the whole thing is that, like, for Soun, he makes every single bullet count. If he doesn't kill with a single bullet, he's not going to shoot. Ethica's the guns blazing, flashy, AK-50, go nuts, she's got a chainsaw, go nuts. Ethica's actually a playable character in the second Nitro Plus fighting game, and she's the game's grappler.
Wow.
That makes sense.
But also does it in one way or another.
I knew he was coming, and yet my eyes couldn't keep up with him. My body automatically obeys my X-Brain's advice and forms a cross with both my re-eliminators, barely managing to avoid a direct hit. The attack seemingly came out of nowhere. So why did it carry so much weight? Get it. He switched from a reverse grip to an overhand grip, using the centrifugal force to strike. Milgrim's attack doesn't end there. He goes in for a left hook with the grip of his side pistol, directed at my defenseless side. I can't dodge. I take the blow with my right elbow. No. Feels like I've been hit by a truck. My body flies into the air, making an arc from near the center of the atrium all the way to a support pillar. Yeah. The impact takes my breath away. I want to tell Iria I'm fine, but I can't. My X-Brain analyzes the enemy's equipment. Anti-armor suit. Experimental prototype developed by Eclipse Corp for the U.S. Army Special Operations Team. Technological advances came rapid development of defense against bladed weapon attacks. But development of defense against blunt force attacks stagnated. With its onboard high-temperature superconducting motor, the anti-armor suit can amplify strength and speed to superhuman levels. A simple concept, but due to the sheer power output causing damage to the wearer's body, plans of mass production were shelved. But you wouldn't know it by looking at Milgram. He manipulates it with such ease as if it's his own skin. He must have modified his body to a considerable degree to enable it to withstand the shock. Which means ordinary methods won't work. Ah! My X-Brain offers a suggestion. I approve of it with a flicker of my eyes. A micro-portable printer strapped to my waist activates, selects the appropriate pellet, and begins outputting the specialty bullet necessary for this strategy to work. 40 seconds until printout is complete.
Is that all you've got? Your father was a far more worthy opponent.
Yeah. I take Milgrim's bait. Make an enraged charge, or at least that's what it must seem like in Milgrim's eyes. I can't let him realize that I'm hiding a figurative silver bullet. Strike with my re-eliminator with all my might, showing none of the restraint I did earlier. Stop trying to track the enemy's fist with my eyes. Milgrim's speed defies all logic, so what good is the logical approach?
So, Pack Guardian, if it were to be a first-person shooter... Well, first, I think that's
a wrong way to look at it. I don't think it would even be a first-person shooter, necessarily. Because the martial arts part is far more important than the actual shooting.
Because actually, like, especially with the dialogue that I just read, I'm getting, like, vaguely Metal Gear vibes. Like,
it'd be
Definitely.
closer to Red Steel than anything.
because, well, yeah, because hear me out. I was thinking, okay, so you have Metal Gear, then you have, like, the spin-off that was, you know, like, the Raiden game. I can't believe I'm forgetting it right now.
Revengeance?
Revengeance, yes, there you go. But then this almost like takes a step further from Revengeance, but then goes back to Metal Gear in a way with its like, you know, kind of gun techie kind of, you know, lingo. So imagine Revengeance, but going back to Metal Gear in a way. Like, so it's Revengeance, but with an emphasis kind of shifting back to gunplay is what I'm getting at.
So Red Steel.
That's what I'm envisioning. Yeah.
I feel like I'm the only person who remembers that Wii game.
Yes, but
Oh,
you
wait,
have
what
an
was the game?
amazing memory.
Red Steel.
Red Steel. Oh, okay, yeah. I remembered hearing about it, but I don't like my memory.
It was like a launch title, I'm sure.
Really? Okay, that's probably why I missed it. Cause I
Like
caught
the
on
whole
to
thing is that your
Wii
character is
Sports.
someone who has both a pistol and a katana, and you've got like the
yeah,
katana
that-
boss fights and everything.
That
But,
sounds
no,
very
you have like
yeah.
an amazing memory. Okay.
I mean, the Nintendo Power magazines I had at the time made a huge deal out of it, so like. And then the game came out and it was just okay. It got a
Of course.
sequel that was. I'm not even sure if it was better or worse.
Pain.
But yeah, Pack Guardian. Close quarters combat is way more what a Living Dead Stalker does, rather than like guns blazing. Ethica aside,
Because Ethica's Ethica.
but
Let's
she
be
also
honest.
tends to fight the ones that need all the firepower. If you guys have noticed, Ethica's always the one who fights the juggernauts.
Yeah.
So
Because
her,
she's
so her,
well-rounded.
so her full auto shotgun and her chainsaw and her AK-50 are needed because Sone's pretty good at taking care of the fodder.
Yeah, it's a pretty well-rounded game. We've got lots of melee, we've got shooting, we've got open legs, we've got...
Oh my god.
Wait, open legs, what? Nani?
Oh my god. We got interesting scenes where dramatic tension
Gets ruined.
breaks, you know. It's it's a very
We've
well-rounded
got food,
novel.
you know.
It's all good.
We've got
Now,
mommy
now
time.
now to clarify, the original
Mommy
release
time?
of this is R18 with scenes not safe for Twitch. This is a patch that cuts those out. However, the lead up to them is still there,
Oh, okay,
so there's no ambiguity. But
right.
CGs are edited so that like there was an R15 release of this game in Japan, and they essentially just brought its content to the Steam version so that it's a happy in between.
Gotcha.
And I think I actually prefer it this way.
I like it so far.
I mean, I like it, so.
All right, if you, I'm sure you read this line already, but do so again because we went off on a tangent.
Sure, yes. Milgram's speed defies all logic. But what good is the logical approach? I trust everything to my X-Brain. More accuracy, more precision, more clarity. Every motion exact, every decision immediate.
I see you've cast away your
Milgram speaks sentimentally as he responds to my attack. He doesn't need to focus the way I do.
I'm reminded of my battle with I'm reminded of my battle with Nagaoka Takeyuki.
Fine. If you want to show off how easy this is for you, then show off to your heart's content.
That battle was a masterpiece.
I think nothing. I feel nothing. I become nothing more than a weapon to defeat my enemy.
Until Nagaoka Sakiko died, that is.
I strike with everything I have.
Splendid.
Did it connect or not? Milgram wedges the re-eliminator between the prongs of his side pistol. And at the same time, I'm notified that the printout is complete.
Iria?
I'm guessing that's... yeah.
Oh, me? I'm sorry.
Hey, we're happy to have you, Pack Guardian. And I've got full VODs of every single visual novel we've done, including VODs of previous streams of Tokyo Necro. So, if you want to catch up, you can do so at your own pace.
That also includes me. I'll have to catch up as well, so you won't be the only one, Pack Guardian.
You have a good day.
Have a good day.
Take care.
Hey there.
I hear a shriek behind me. The living dead has pinned Iria down. Do I shoot and free myself from the side pistol's grip so I can save Iria? Do I simply kill Milgram instantly with the printed special bullet? Ha! I hesitate. And as if to rebuke me for my hesitation, my X-Brain hands down its decision.
Choice number 2.
Its suggestion?
Boy.
Oh.
Specialty bullet.
Order.
The body automatically moves in accordance with the suggestion.
Alright, we're going back to Ethica. Let's see how her battle goes.
Let's have some fun. The suggestion says to head. Yeah, this is.
Yeah, this is you. Yeah, well, you just announced character switch. Yes, okay.
Let's go. The suggestion says to head to the roof. Ugh, damn it. As if that weren't obvious from the start. That's the only chance. That's the only choice I've got if I want to go wild. Kiri's face flashes in the back of my mind for a second, but I shut off my X-Brain. Okay. Now I feel refreshed. I head up the stairs as per the original plan. I'll toss that bald bastard into this thing over here. So to do that, I'll get into position and wait. That's right. I can feel a faint shock reverberating through the ground. The fucker's probably blown away the stairwell door and gone outside. Well, I'll just have to make sure I'm prepared. The bald bastard soars into the sky, and as soon as it catches sight of me, it swoops down at a 90-degree angle. Bring it, bitch!
Love
I
it,
stand
yes.
out in the open and wait for my falling foe. Okay, that's it. Keep going. At that speed, it should probably be fine. Probably. Ugh, as if I'm gonna start relying on my X-Brain now. When that bastard rammed into the landmark tower, it attacked Tokitaka from directly above. You can't snipe at an opponent coming down at that sharp of an angle. Good luck shifting your stance 90 degrees. The enemy's both extraordinarily mobile and extraordinarily sturdy. Choosing the kamikaze approach only makes sense. But don't get cocky, you bald bastard! I've got you in the palm of my hand! This is a 9-story building. The aquarium was an expansion added to the roof. So the newly expanded roof is softer than the other floors, meaning it's nowhere near as durable against blunt force. And if this roof crumbles, then what waits underneath is... your watery grave, you bold bastard! We're now inside the water tank of the aquarium on the top floor. Rocket engines can function underwater, but it's not the same as flying in the air now, is it? Meanwhile, I love swimming in the water. Now I've got the terrain advantage. First of all, we're underwater. In the air, the tips of your ultramagnetic whips break the speed of sound, but underwater, they're not a threat at all. Meanwhile, I've got an AK-50. While its power is reduced quite a bit underwater, the rapid fire can cause it to jam. It'll still hurt quite a bit at point-blank range. And I've got another trick up my sleeve. Oh? What? The bold bastard's weapon is too fast. The metal rod stabs into my thigh, dirtying the water. I recall my X-Brain's info. Those steel whips can freely change shape with the application of a magnetic field. While they may not be useful as whips in the water, they can still be effective weapons if you harden them into spears.
It's a real "I'm a genius, oh no" kind of moment.
Right. I don't need my X-Brain. X-Brain help!
The intense pain causes my vision to warp.
It's Ethica's character flaws that she doesn't trust her X-Brain.
Damn it! I grit my teeth through the pain, yank out the tip of the spear alongside some of my flesh, and then stab the bald bastard's body with my AK-50's bayonet. Always a peculiar sensation. A mix of organic and inorganic material, rotten flesh, and cold steel. I place my finger on a second trigger on the base of the bayonet. You've really pissed me off now, motherfucker! High-pressure gas erupts from the inside of the bayonet, blowing off the bald bastard's wing. It's a wasp injection knife. One press of the button and it shoots a cartridge of compressed CO2 gas, carbon dioxide gas out of the blade's tip, pulverizing the enemy's body. Not easily reloaded, but that's why it's my AK-50's trump card. Red and white bubbles form in the water tank. Is that color mine? But no time to wander. I'm suddenly swept away by a surging water current. Shit, did a stray bullet hit the tank or something? Once the water starts flowing, it only picks up momentum like a breached levee. Me and the bold bastard are both powerless as the broken water tank spits us out. I cough violently as I try to get up, but damn it! The bones in my left leg are completely shot. My leg's just barely connected by the flesh of my thigh. The bold bastard starts spinning its ultramagnetic webs around and around as if to assert dominance. And I've got no way to counterattack since I lost my grip on my AK-50 somewhere in the water. Shit, this ain't good. My skin tingles as death approaches. I may be something of an optimist, but I can't see a way to win this one. Ah, damn it! You've gotta be fucking kidding me! Why do I gotta remember Kiri's face now of all times? It's almost like...
Didn't see that coming.
The enemy stabs me right through the heart. Hurry, Kiri. Don't think I'm coming back alive.
Yeah.
So much for being a good swimmer.
Right? All that for nothing, huh? Now that my right rear eliminator has been caught, this is the best timing to reload with the specialty bullet. Mentally, you leave yourself open a bit when the enemy loses one of their weapons. If I take advantage of that opening, I might be able to drive Milgram into a corner. Kill Milgram before his ghoul minion can get Iria. That's the most certain method of saving her. I abide by my X-Brain suggestion. I pull back the slide. With the empty chamber visible, I reach for the printed bullet. I load the bullet directly into the chamber. And this many times before. I don't lose so much as a particle of composure in the process. Pull the trigger. I'm not aiming at Milgram. The target is the floor. On impact, the encased solution spreads out from the crushed shell. There is only a minuscule amount of liquid inside, but upon contact with the moisture in the air, it begins to spread across the level floor. This is an MDS bullet. It spreads a nanocoating onto the ground that's to a near zero coefficient of friction. It's about 50 times as slippery as ice. Milgram's strength is based on sheer force. But that sheer force is based on his body mass and friction. His heavy attacks are only made possible by the floor supporting his body. So I'll render that support useless. Obviously, no matter of compression can bypass the physical limitation of how much volume contained in a specialty. Without the proper conditions, the solution won't spread properly. But this flat, level floor is perfect. It's enough to make him lose his balance, then. Milgram brings his fist forth to strike me, but it stops. He doesn't hit me. Instead, he grabs my shoulder with his fingertip.
I think you cut off at the end of your sentence there.
Oh, alright. Instead, he grabs my shoulder with his fingertips and holds me in place. He tightens his grip like a vice. I can't escape. Now it doesn't matter whether or not he slips on the floor. I try to reload, but I can't make it in time. Milgram puts away his side pistol and swings with a knife hand strike. His fingertips break through my magnetic liquid armor. I feel my skin tear, my ribs wrench open. No, you may have gotten even deeper than that. Myria cries out from afar. I struggle to get away. I can't afford to die here. I can't let her run from me. It's no use. No. I'm not done yet.
You disappoint me, Nagoka Soul. This is your punishment.
Milgram draws back his bloodied hand. Gouging a hole in my body. Saving my heart with it. Sorry, Myria. I'm dead.
Bad end, okay!
Double
Nah.
KO.
Dang it, you know, Monkey Bro, if you didn't show up, probably nobody would have died.
First day back.
You think I didn't do that on purpose, Monkey Bro?
Oh my god, no.
That curse isn't going anywhere.
Played like a naive fool. Curse my fate.
Alright, I'm pretty sure this is Ethica.
I'm not gonna beat around the bush. I fucking hate my old man.
Yep, this is definitely Ethica.
Oh, definitely.
I straight up despise him. Daddy, welcome back! Catching a glimpse of Dad, I rush through the lush greenery of the botanical garden.
Monkey Bro, I'm gonna have you voice her dad, and I'm gonna go back to Soen when he pops back up.
Okay.
Fun times.
Oh my god, the dad's gonna die.
I just wanted to say that.
I felt that.
Day
I
for
felt that.
Good day for Ethica.
Hey, Daddy, is the war really over? No, daughter, I'm still in it. Ah!
Will you be staying home now? I was just a kid back then. I didn't understand a single thing about how the world actually worked. Hell, I couldn't even comprehend what the word war meant. Only one thing mattered to me at that time.
You know what, Monkey Bro, you're also gonna be Ikatsu, who, fun fact, is already dead.
Oh,
And
okay.
only appears in flashbacks.
Ah,
You're taking full advantage of the curse.
the
you know
curse
that?
mutates.
Only one thing mattered to me at the time. I wanted Dad to stay home. Daddy, listen! I want you to teach me the CQ AMA stuff. I'm way tougher now, you know. Yeah! I can beat up all the bad guys just like that! I gaze up at the man towering above me like a giant. The backlight of the artificial skin makes it difficult to discern his expression.
Sun. Artificial sun.
Yeah. Blech. The backlight of the artificial sun makes it difficult to discern his expression. And yet, my young mind can tell that something is off. Daddy? What's wrong?
You?
No, I think that's still her.
Oh.
You... surprised I might. I can't seem to recall the rest of that sentence. Just what did he say to me that day?
Oh no, if this is going where I think it's going on Soun's end. I was still young when news of my father's death in the south reached me. And although my mother, Sakiko, belonged to a wealthy family, they broke off all contact with me following her passing. I was but a child, unable to fend for myself. In the end, the person who saved me from having to be sent off to an orphanage was none other than Karasuzumi Ikatsu, who once served in the same CQ AMA training unit as my father. He welcomed me into his family as his own. Ikatsu was one of the men who gave us the weapons and knowledge we needed to survive in the Tokyo of the 22nd century. I'm not a believer in any particular religion, but to me, the man was nothing short of a god. And this god had some rather depraved sexual proclivities. I'm going to mention one more time that any scenes that are not safe for Twitch are cut from this version of the game. So it's not going to go into the red zone, but boy is it going to come within inches.
Real
Gives
close.
you an
Let's go
idea.
that line.
Maybe.
This
Idea of what's
so
going on.
this coming scene is what I specifically went in to check when I was
Oh,
testing out
lovely.
this patch. Because I was so worried. How many years has it been since he first called for me in the middle of the night? Ikatsu?
Yeah. You're late, kiddo.
Ikatsu, our mentor, is an intimidating person to say the least. At over 2 meters tall and boasting a set of perfectly sculpted muscles, he is a veritable mountain of a man. Merely being in his presence is enough to make you feel uneasy. I'm gonna be real, I kind of really want to skip the scene in question and just summarize it.
That's fair. That's
Yeah.
I
fair.
think
I'm cool
everybody
with
would be
that.
fine with that.
That is fair to do.
I'm curious, but I'm not that curious. So in other words,
Exactly.
fair. Yes.
Yeah.
So we are all in agreement we can whoosh.
Yes.
Okay, so I have to turn
is
on the
unanimous.
ability to skip it.
Let us whoosh away.
So those depraved sexual proclivities is, hey, Soun, Tokitaka, go fuck my wife while I watch.
Oh, wow. Okay, I was expecting more of a berserk thing.
This is
like,
part
hey.
of this is part of your training.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Okay, let's.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you for
let's-
skipping that.
Yeah.
Whee!
Okay. Gotta go back.
Okay.
You sure?
How far back?
Right.
You sure? I'm seeing some things.
Yeah,
Yeah. I thought I saw some things too in that flicker there.
we all saw it. We
Don't
all saw
worry,
the same
it
thing.
was
We were like,
Barely a second. It was.
Like all of our eyes
fine.
went to the and the
Akani.
Okay. Here we go. The same old nightmare, and the same darkness that had cast its shadow over my life. If you'd take Tokitaka for me, because
Okay.
Wild isn't here.
Just know Tokitaka is just a numbers nerd.
All right. Solon?
He's a numbers nerd who, like, gets off on numbers.
Oh, wow. Okay. So when he talks
Numbers
about
nerd.
numbers, I should get really excited. Okay.
Extremely, yes.
All right.
He's also
So?
kind of a dick.
Yeah.
All right. I think I can. Yeah, I think I can work with that.
Alright.
You can't.
Tokitaka?
Whew. Good to see you're finally awake. You had me worried there for a while.
I finally notice it. There's a dull ache in my body. I attempt to lift an arm and notice that I've been fitted with a smart cast on each limb. More importantly, I'm not even in my own room.
We're in the military police's hospital.
Tokitaka's words jog my memory. I must have been injured at the Ikebukuro CPC and... Where's Iria?
She's fine. Shortly after you got knocked out, Mitsumi showed up. She managed to fight off Milgram and pretty much saved our skins.
Really?
Yeah, 100% true.
Relief washes over me. Tokitaka never jokes around when it comes to numbers. I'll have to make sure to thank Mitsumi later. I'm a little ashamed I couldn't protect Iria myself, but if she's fine, that's all that matters. Actually, wait a second. We're not in the clear yet. Where is she now?
At the office.
With Ethica?
No, she's alone.
But why? The bed creaks under me as I yell at Tokitaka. Milgram's likely after Iria herself. She could be in grave danger if left alone.
Relax. We've got top-notch security at the office.
His words do little to assuage my fears. If someone of Milgram's caliber is genuinely trying to capture Iria, a mere security system isn't going to stop them, regardless of how advanced it is. Ryoko is certainly experienced enough to have realized that. But then, where's Ryoko?
In the sick room above us. She's attending Ithaca.
Attending? Tokitaka nods, his expression turning bitter.
Yeah. Ithaca was wounded by a hi-fi, and it is in just as bad a shape as you are.
I think it's... Oh, neat. Soun is a square, and Ethica is a circle.
Okay, so he's really excited about the... Yeah, Ethica was wounded by a hi-fi, and is in just as bad shape as you.
Yeah, so
Nice.
now it's Ethica.
All right. That was one hell of a nightmare. I'm pretty sure I even called my old man Daddy. Man, I feel like shit. Wait a sec. Where am I?
Ethica!
Huh? Whoa there, Ryoko. Calm down. Ow, ow. A dull ache courses through my body. What's going on? And why is Ryoko clinging to me like this? Is this what you call special treatment? Yeah, right. I had a bit of a hard time getting the overjoyed Ryoko to fill me in on the details. It wasn't until 2 hours later that I finally got the full picture of what happened. To me. So both Son and I are allowed to leave the hospital that same day.
It almost seems too good to be true.
Yeah, kinda.
Bless you.
Thank you. When I was shown the photos, I had a hard time believing my body could end up in a state like that. Of course, I'm very much aware of how a hospital keeps spare parts in stock. Talented living dead stalkers are considered a vital asset. The military police know this as well. The hospital preserves the somatic of high-value individuals in case of emergency. A continuous cultivation system ensures that any necessary organs are always ready to be transplanted. I don't exactly feel comfortable thinking about it, but the fact remains that this system saved our lives.
Yeah. It would suck real bad to have your heart ripped out of your body and not have a replacement ready.
Right?
That would definitely save one's life.
Yeah, sounds like they systematically clone you like one organ at a time, basically. So there's always a backup something for you.
The doctors told me to avoid excessive physical activities for the rest of the day.
I think they gave her a new left leg, too.
Yeah.
But that's about it. Having such a lightning fast recovery kind of makes me feel worried, to be honest. Then again, maybe I should just count my lucky stars and forget about the whole thing.
Moonlight. Yes, it does.
Oh, yes.
In
Oh,
fact,
yes.
does it.
in fact,
Bam!
our main character's occupations are literally living dead stalkers. They go and hunt
AKA
down the living
boarders.
dead and the necromancers who create them.
Yep. Does Kiri know?
Captain Nagisa said she'd contact her.
Oh. I see. She probably didn't tell her. Barring any urgent business, Kiri would have absolutely rushed to the hospital the moment she heard what happened. And even if she couldn't make it there in person, she would have at least sent a message to my Conry. She's just that kind of girl. Anyway, the bottom line is that Kazuma probably didn't pass on the news. Or rather, she wasn't allowed to. For once, Dad's way of handling things actually came in handy. I don't want to cause Kiri any needless worry. He's still an asshole, though.
Come on, let's hurry home to the office.
Man, he's sure grown attached to Area. Melts the old heart, it does. I head back to the Karasuzumi Living Dead Stalker office at my usual pace. It's where we belong, the only place we can call home. A lot's happened, but we finally made it back in one piece. I wasn't even away for that long, but it's still making me feel all sorts of emotions. I'm home!
So am I.
Area flies into Soan's arms, nearly tackling the poor guy to the ground. I even noticed him stagger back a bit. He did literally just get discharged though, so I guess no surprise. I guess it's no surprise.
Are you okay? Did they fix you up? Are you really fine now?
More or less, yeah.
But it's my fault you ended up like that.
It's not your fault. I was careless.
That's not true. You said it'd be dangerous, but I insisted on coming along, and I'm sorry, Soan. I'm sorry.
Area buries her head in Soan's chest and starts sobbing. As I take another glance at the nearby table, I notice an empty can of Crazy Dragon. Being worried about Soan must have kept her up all night. I can't even imagine how awful it must have been for her to wait here all alone. Soon stands awkwardly in the middle of the room with Iria still clinging on to him. Ryoko, Tokitaka, and I watch over them from a slight distance. Our gazes warm with contentment. It's good to be back home.
If I remember correctly, Monkey Bro, weren't you the original casting choice for Tokitaka?
I don't remember.
Or was it
It's
Korra?
possible.
Who knows?
Yeah, it was so long ago.
Yeah, fair. The mood at the table is sour, to say the least. It feels nothing like yesterday. Oh, even the text boxes, when it's sewn, they're square shaped, whereas Ethica's have rounded edges.
Oh, I noticed something was different, but it didn't quite click that that's what it was.
Well, it took until my second playthrough to notice, so. Everyone already has their minds on the post-meal meeting, and the reality we have to confront. We failed to overcome Milgram, and were utterly defeated by him. Although we did manage to survive the ordeal by a hair's breadth, I'm unsure if I'll be able to protect Iria should we have another run-in with Milgram and his followers.
Come on, guys. Let's try to turn those frowns upside down, okay? We're all here, enjoying breakfast together. Let's have some perspective.
You're right. Thank you, Iria.
Ryoko's expression softens. There's a nigh otherworldly quality to Iria's words. She manages to effortlessly lighten the mood and mend our broken spirits. I'm really glad to have her with us. There's one thing still bothering me, though. Somehow, Ryoko's cooking just doesn't taste as good as usual. Could it be a side effect of the medicine they gave me at the hospital? I still haven't quite gotten used to my new body, either. It feels almost like I'm in someone else's skin. I'll have to train extra hard so I can return to my usual self ASAP.
Well then. Well then.
And so, the meeting begins in earnest.
First off, allow me to apologize. I failed to alert you of Milgram's presence at the CPC. In particular, allowing Iria to accompany you. Clearly an error in judgment on my part. Please, forgive me.
Ryoko bows her head as deep as she can. Her apology is probably primarily aimed at me. I was the most reluctant to bring Iria along. It's only fair to acknowledge her sincerity. Once Ryoko has raised her head, I decide to speak up as well. Bringing Iria along was certainly a risk, but we did ultimately manage to escape the facility, albeit just barely. And the risk we took did pay off. If Iria hadn't been there with us, we might have never found that secret room. Oh boy, who is this? Ah, it's Mitsumi. Gijo.
Momo, could you do it for me? I'm so sorry. Voice
I
is so
can do it.
Yeah, because Momo doesn't
Please
even have a
rest.
part for a minute.
Allow me to join in on the discussion.
Alerted by the unexpected voice, I immediately rise from my seat to shield Iria from any potential harm. However, the person who enters the room...
Yo, Mitsumin, doing okay?
Is none other than Gijo Mitsumi.
The front door was unlocked. Is that what counts for security around here?
Sorry, Wild has messaged me. He woke up feeling awful, and that's why he's not here.
Oof.
What?
Ryoko hastily takes out her papyrus. She begins running a fresh security check, her expression visibly perplexed. Paying no heed to our slightly panicked leader, Mitsumi marches confidently into the middle of the room.
Listen well. Milgram and the members of Laboratory are unlike the rank and file you fought before. Getting cocky around them will only lead to a swift end.
Oh, you seem to know an awful lot about Milgram.
Ethica says with a hint of provocation in her voice. Mitsumi simply closes her eyes and continues.
I came here today with a proposal in mind.
A proposal?
We need to form a partnership.
Mitsumi's unexpected offer renders us completely speechless. After a long pause, Ryoko addresses Mitsumi to formally confirm her intentions. Background noise. I get it.
Yes. So, you're proposing an alliance between ourselves. It's right next door. So, you're proposing an alliance between and the Jigo living at Stalker Agency.
Gijo.
Gijo. Try to read it real fast, sorry.
It's all good.
Correct.
Mitsumi nods, but Tokitaka feels compelled to interject.
You have no idea how many times we ended up getting the short end of the stick because of you. How awfully convenient that you'd come begging for help when the enemy proves too much to handle on your own.
Oh, do you mean to imply that your agency was perfectly equipped to take down Milgram?
Look, we'll get him next time.
Don't make me laugh. How much do you even know about the man?
Tokitaka, who picks off his enemies from afar with an anti-material rifle, and Mitsumi, who cuts through her foes at close range with an ultrasonic vibro-katana. Whenever these two have a conversation, it always ends in an argument. Incompatible in every sense of the word.
Now, let's all settle down, okay?
Ryoko interrupts the two before it can lead to a complete breakdown in negotiations. If there's anyone capable of easing the tension in a room, it's her.
If the incident at the Ikeburo CPC is that Milgram and are no
Your
ordinary
voice is cutting out in the
adversaries.
middle of the sentences.
Yeah, I think our noise cancellation's kicking in.
Yeah. If the incident at the Ikeburo CPC that Milgram and the
Oh no, I think it cut out in the same pattern.
Okay, let me try it again. If the incident at the Ikeburo If the incident at the Ikebukuro CPC has proven one thing, it's that Milgram and the laboratory are no ordinary adversaries.
There we go.
As such, I believe we could both benefit from this alliance.
I do have one condition.
And what would that be?
Mitsumi closes her eyes before continuing. Her words are bathed in the fires of her inner conviction.
I, Gijo Mitsumi, shall deliver the finishing blow to Milgram.
Oh, really? Does that also mean you want to hog the bounty for yourself?
To hell with the bounty.
Okay, great. Then I guess you don't mind if we keep all the money?
Huh?
In that case, I've got nothing against this alliance.
Well said. The international bounty on Milgram's head should be about 230 million yen. So if we subtract one person's share, that's...
Don't worry, it'll be fine. We've got your back. You go and slice that bastard to bits, and then we're off with the cash and the bounty. It's a win-win!
Well, I know I said I didn't need the bounty, but...
Oh, what is it? Changed your mind?
No, it's just that... Well...
Well...
You see,
Yeah?
There are some necessary expenses involved.
Oh, right, that makes sense. They are necessary after all. Anyway, I guess that concludes our negotiations.
What?
Mitsumi is starting to resemble a helpless puppy that's been abandoned at the side of the road. Ethica really doesn't know how to show restraint. Okay, that's enough, you two.
Aww, and I was having so much fun, too.
Mitsumi, ignore everything they've said. It was a joke. Once Milgram is defeated, we'll split the bounty evenly among everyone. Is that okay, Ryoko?
Yes, let's see. Our team consists of 4 people. As for the Gijo Gijo Agency, there's Mitsumi and your brother, right?
To be fair, Gijo does sound like an academy name.
Shut up. Oh my god. I did it again.
That would be accurate, yes.
Gijo Sumihiko serves as the head of the Gijo Living Dead Stalker Agency. He prefers to stay behind the scenes, but guides Mitsumi on the field. If it weren't for his backing, the one-woman team that is Mitsumi would likely not be able to help her, would not likely not be able to keep up with us.
My blatant knowledge on your service now, Nagaoka. Use them well.
I will.
All right. I look forward to working with you.
Around here, Ryoko's word is law. Obey the boss in all things. It's an ironclad rule from the days when Ikatsu was still alive, and following it is how we've managed to survive for this long.
All right, everyone. Let's go over what we learned.
He cut out at the end.
All right, everyone. Let's go over what we learned today. Area used to be held Kuburoko CPC. I believe that's established as a fact at this point. It's also very likely that she's being targeted by the suicide wannabes. Judging by the state we found the secret room in, it can be safely assumed that Tan Yoshan went in there to acquire Iria's personal records.
Iria bites into her lower lip as she listens to Ryoko's explanation. Having remained a silent spectator until now, Mitsumi finally decides to speak up.
I have a different view on this. Milgram rarely shows... Milgram rarely ever shows himself in front of others. When he does, he makes absolutely sure to accomplish his objective. Had he genuinely been after Hogio, he would not have retreated so easily when we crossed blades. Furthermore, I came across no other laboratory members at the facility. Which leads me to believe that Milgram might not have been after Hogio at all.
Okay, sure, but then what's he really after?
That I do not know.
I opt to pick up the thread of the conversation in Mitsumi's stead. It could be me. My suggestion renders the rest of the group silent. Milgram knew my father, Takayuki. His data is likely embedded in my X-brain. Just saying that out loud is enough to dishearten me. I feel like my life is being toyed with by an invisible force.
Relax, dude. You're overthinking it. If he were after you, he'd come knocking on our front door. Not like we're some cloak and dagger enterprise.
Ethica's bravado can be a blessing sometimes.
Iria, from what I understand, you met with someone very close to the room with CPC.
Yeah, at least I think so.
Could that person have been Kuroshima Michiya?
Oh, well...
Iria takes a moment to think.
No, I don't think so.
Still, that secret room housed personal records that were valuable enough to have been printed on actual paper. And the entire place had a distinctly different feel to it compared to the rest of the facility. One thing's for sure, it was no ordinary room. As such, it stands to reason that the facility's supervisor would be aware of what exactly they were using it for. Kuroshima Michiya is probably our biggest lead right now.
Unfortunately, the info we have scarce at best. We do know about his time at the University of Tokyo, and that he was employed at the Bukuro CPC, but other than that...
The rest of it might have been intentionally covered up. Fortunately, I know someone who happens to be an expert at digging up secrets.
So, would you mind paying Konsu a visit?
Not at all.
Kansu, I'm going to!
But why?
Well, you know, it might give me some much needed inspiration.
What is that supposed to mean?
The downtown area shouldn't be all that dangerous, so I'm counting on you to keep Iria safe.
The Hyper Ghetto is anything but safe, but I'm not about to go against Ryoko's orders. Understood.
Yay!
As for Ethica, I'd like you to visit the military police headquarters.
Roger, I'll go squeeze some money out of them. Naturally, I'm gonna stay hush-hush about our little run-in with Milgram.
It's best not to reveal that we know about Tang Yunshan's visual records being covered up. We reported the incident at the Ikebukuro CPC as just another routine cleanup of hi-fis.
All right, thank you. Moving on to Mits.
You can expect my full cooperation. I do, however, have my own way of handling matters. I shall not be ordered around.
Very well. We're all in this together, and I have every intention of respecting wishes. Tokitaka, can I count on you to perform this usual weapon tune-up?
Absolutely. And it's about time, too. Ethica's chainsaw is ready to fall apart.
Sorry about that.
Hey Ethica, how many spare chains you got? Since, overdrive mode and all.
Don't need to worry about that.
We each make sure to keep our weapons in good shape, but Tokitaka handles all the heavy-duty work. Being the numbers geek that he is, Tokitaka might even get aroused from calculating the exact percentages of our weapons' degrading efficiency rates. To say this job was made for him is an understatement. And if we run into something not even Tokitaka can handle, we usually turn to Konsu. Ryoko gulps down the rest of her early bird.
Okay, team. Let's move out.
She exclaims, declaring the meeting finished. Once everyone's taken off, Ryoko is left alone in the living dining room. She's sorting through data on her papyrus. It could easily be done via hologram as well, but having actual physical contact with a device lets her draw connections between pieces of data more easily, or so her thinking goes. So this, I'm doing default narrator voice because look at the shape of the dialogue box.
Oh, yeah, different shape.
Fun.
Oh.
This is odd.
Nothing should be malfunctioning, and yet the locking systems of the agency simply refuse to work. Ryoko didn't start in this business yesterday. She's taken all the necessary precautions when it comes to security. There should be no loopholes or easy back doors. Even Konsu would have difficulty cracking their defenses. So then, why did all this happen?
I'll have to ask Konsu.
Cut off in the second half.
I'll have to ask Konsu for advice.
Ryoko reboots the security system and looks up.
Ryoko.
Tokitaka?
Tokitaka's intent gaze startles her.
Ryoko, I think it's about time you came clean with us.
What are you talking about?
You started looking into Tang Yunshan because you wanted to draw out Milgram. That's also the reason you allowed Iria to stay here, why you so readily accepted an alliance with Mitsumi. Am I right?
That has nothing to do with.
Stone and Ethica nearly died out there, and you probably feel responsible for what happened. I imagine the guilt must be unbearable. But you're driven by a singular purpose, to kill Milgram. Keeps you going despite everything. Am I wrong?
Tokitaka.
Ryoko says no more than his name. One wrong call could very easily endanger the lives of her team. So she's learned to bury her emotions.
How did you figure it out?
The breakfast you served us had 0.5 grams less salt in it than usual.
Is that supposed to be a joke, or...
Tokitaka is dead serious. He knows more about Ryoko than anyone else. His love for her runs deep.
Ryoko, I swear upon my anti-material rifle that I'm going to kill Milgram and avenge Ikatsu for you.
Ryoko looks to the side, unable to bear the heat of Tokitaka's gaze.
You knew.
I did some digging on my own after Ikatsu's death. He was a man bursting with vitality. I found it hard to believe that someone like him could die in a simple accident. Ikatsu was the one who gave my life a meaning, so I'll avenge him, even at the cost of my...
Please stop.
Ryoko shakes her head.
Karasusumi Ikatsu braved battlefields alone. But things are different now. You have people that care about you. There's Soun, Ethica, and of course, me as well.
But...
In his final, painful moments, Ikatsu left me with one message. He told me to survive. I don't want to lose anyone else.
Ryoko.
Tokitaka leans over the table and gently places a hand on Ryoko's cheeks.
I won't make you cry like he did.
Tokitaka.
Ryoko and Tokitaka gaze into each other's eyes. The distance between them grows shorter and shorter. Tokitaka kisses Ryoko on the lips, as if to demonstrate his conviction.
He sure gets around.
It's not the first time, remember?
Oh my god, don't
no.
remind me.
Oh wait, there was
Oh my
another
god.
guy?
Oh.
Uh-oh.
We skipped past it this stream?
Wait, well, no, I thought that was, well, I mean... Okay, I thought you meant, like, this wasn't the first time for Tokitaka. I thought, oh, so he's a play too. What?
Both
I interpreted that
Tokitaka
statement
and
correctly.
Soun were trained by Ikatsu the same way at the same time.
Gotcha. Yeah, understood. It all clicks.
She accepts his kiss with no resistance, allowing the weight of her own loneliness to crush her. Her long eyelashes glimmer faintly with tears. Ryoko quickly pulls her lips away from his.
Tokitaka, this isn't the time.
I'm sorry, but it's okay. Trust me.
What's okay about this?
Ryoko asks with a laugh. Tokitaka goes in for another kiss with her.
Uh-huh.
She fidgets, but Don't just do that in the middle of my serious line read. Tokitaka goes in for another kiss with her. She fidgets, but doesn't attempt to push him away. Tokitaka has learned everything there is to know about Ryoko. He can tell she wants him. I'm going to, every single time one of these scenes seems to be coming up, I'm going to clarify. I am playing this with an R15 patch. That means that it does not have the all-the-way scenes that an R18 patch would have.
Sure get close.
Getting real
We're not
close.
skipping this one. This one seems this one seems plot essential.
It will skirt the line a bit, but it will never go far enough to have anything that actually would get me banned. I need to clarify this every time.
For the plot, yes.
Oh my god. Yeah. Plot.
Ryoko heaves a pleasured moan as the two continue making out. It's only a matter of time until she lets herself be completely swept away by the heat of the moment. She still has just enough presence of mind to confirm the reboot of the security system with a multi-flick. But once that's done, she gives in. No longer is she the head of the agency. Right now, Kara Suzumi Ryoko is but a woman aching with desire. And that's it! It cuts there.
Nice.
Hey.
See what I mean? We're totally safe.
Really
Too
safe.
safe, but okay.
Yeah, that's actually the least far any of these scenes has gone. I'm not gonna lie.
Ah.
Like, it didn't even
Yeah,
get to
the
the
other
point.
ones
It
went
didn't even
pretty-
get to the point of modified CG,
Right. Oh, there's modified CG in this?
where they
Oh,
zoom
yeah, I was-
in so that you can't see anything. Yeah,
Oh, right. Yeah.
but once the act is starting to happen, it cuts at an appropriate point.
Right.
Like, oh, she then pushed her down onto the bed, and then it cuts.
Like fade to black. Like, yeah, you understand what happens from there.
Yeah, I think it's the most tasteful way to do this.
Yeah, agreed.
And it's way better than cutting 2 whole hours of content.
Right.
for real.
No hand holding at all.
No combat at all, because...
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the intro sequence to the game, the 2-hour-long intro, it's a hotel whole battle against tons of living dead. Ethica gets a fight scene against a juggernaut. There's a whole chase scene that Soun chases after Tang Yunshan, then battles him in the ruins of a skyscraper. It introduces not only Tang Yunshan and like the necromancers in general, it introduces Soun's fighting style, it introduces his micro portable printer and his specialty bullets, all of that, and they skip it. It just cuts to him finding Iria in the trunk of Tang Yunshan's car.
Wow.
So I feel that the unpatched Steam version is literally unplayable as a result.
Yeah. I agree with that. That's way too much to cut.
Now,
Especially
I
with the
think they
step-
did it just to be safe, to make sure
Right.
that the game could be released at all. Because even an all-ages version of Muramasa, which is another Nitro Plus joint, that got denied from Steam, even though it was the all-ages version, because I guess not enough was cut.
Ah, so they kind of overcorrected in response to that.
Well, for this, once
Yeah, that's
once
what-
Steam
that's-
says no to a game, they don't let you try again.
Oh, I see.
Which is why it's incredible that I think Chaos Head
got on here, because they said no to it once, and then through pure fan backlash, they said fine.
Fun times.
Yeah. Anyway.
It is not death that mankind needs to conquer, but life. So goes the mantra of the Grave Crusade, advocated by Milgram and followed religiously by the suicide wannabes. Among the suicide wannabes exists an elite organization of necromancers, whose members carry out acts of terrorism under Milgram's direct command. They call themselves the Laboratory, and Pavlov is one of the select few belonging to their ranks. Hey, Monkey Bro, how good are you at doing a Russian accent?
Oh, not very good. I'm terrible, but I'll give it a try.
If it ends up that you are not able to do it, I will take over.
Very good.
He serves Milgram as his trusted right-hand man, a loyal hound that does his master's bidding.
And he's a big guy. For you, and us, and everybody, really. He's just big.
I'll give it a try. And yeah, if it doesn't work out, yeah, no harm in you taking over.
It's just so that I'm not being Milgram and Pavlov.
Right.
He knows his place, his limits, and how he may be useful. His life is spent in service of the cause, a cause he would most certainly not resent dying for. Or, to be more precise, a cause that he wishes with all his heart to die for. As such, he thinks nothing of being ordered to infiltrate enemy territory, despite the rather obvious dangers involved.
Is that our guy?
Yep.
Pavlov looks up at the window above him. Could their security system be down? Surely not. Hasn't even been a few days since the members of the Karasuzumi Living Dead Stalker Agency faced off against Milgram. Rationally thinking, one would expect them to be doubly cautious at a time like this. Pavlov wonders whether to interpret the situation as a fortuitous opportunity or a carefully laid trap simply waiting to be sprung. Pavlov isn't just a loyal hound serving his master. He's also a seasoned warrior in his own right. Hesitation leads to delays in judgment, which can prove fatal. He knows this all too well. He lifts an arm and shoots his CNT wire into the air. Once he makes sure that the hook has properly attached itself to the window, he pulls himself up using the attached superconducting motor. Propelled by the momentum, he leaps toward the open window, displaying agility one wouldn't expect from someone of his size.
Ethica.
The Military Police HQ. I hate this goddamn place. First off, it's too big for its own good. You can see it from literally anywhere in Shinjuku. It's that...
If
doesn't...
that. That's a typo.
Yeah. If that doesn't scream pretentious, I don't know what does. They also never stop sending out vultures from the top to spy on people. These twin towers are a symbol of power and authority, and a press one if you ask me. What's more, on the topmost floor is a man whose very existence brings my blood to a boil. You can't really expect me not to get pissed off when I look at it now, can ya? At the same time, though, this is also where the girl who means the world to me happens to work. Damn, I'd rather not run into her right now if I can help it.
Shit, hang on. I wasn't expecting to need this. Wait, does this even still work? Last time I tried to use voice mod, it was breaking on me.
Identification, please.
Because it's a robot.
Ah, okay.
We found some issues while connecting to the voice mod server. Ah, come on.
No.
I might need an updated version of voice mod. Oh well, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's all fine. We'll just carry on. Identification, please.
While I'm busy being lost in thought, I get stopped by the robot standing guard at the entrance. They're still not letting me through without the usual song and dance. I see. Anyway, I hold up my ID as requested.
Authentication complete. You may pass.
As a living dead stalker, I get free access to the military police HQ. But today's a little different. They've actually called for me.
I'm genuinely curious how that line sounded. Because that hurt to do.
Oof.
Did that sound good?
It sounded fine.
Yeah, it sounded pretty good.
Okay.
I get these strange chills whenever I come here. I never know where I might run into my old man.
I literally grabbed my windpipe and shook it around while I did that, so...
Ah, no wonder.
God, let's not do that a lot.
Yeah.
Do that.
Not
for
sustainable.
hee-hees.
I didn't do it in a way that would, like, hurt anything. Please, I'm a
Right.
professional amateur voice actor.
Right.
Gremlin.
Wait,
Nagisa.
Kibanohara Esika, come in.
Kazuma, huh? Then again, I recall her saying that she'd kind of an assistant to Dad these days. Makes sense then. Anyways, let's get this thing over with.
I'm just laughing at the fact that, like, I don't have voice mods, so let's do it live. Oh, that was a much better one.
Yeah.
I
The
found.
moment I walk in,
I found.
Oh, wait.
Sorry, I found exactly
you found
where
the
to
robo
press.
voice. You found the robo voice. Nice.
I can do it manually.
Nice. The moment I walk in, Kazuma handcuffs me. The hell are you doing? I don't know what authority.
Authority, don't make me laugh.
The chain connecting the cuffs isn't particularly tight, allowing my hands plenty of room to move around. The handcuffs are a very old school design, the sort you don't usually see outside the bedroom nowadays. If they were genuinely trying to restrain me, they wouldn't be using this flimsy piece of shit. Any pro worth their salt would just go for a pair of stun cuffs. Depending on their budget, they could even get some blackout collars. Long story short, what we're doing right now is simple play acting, nothing more. A way to symbolically establish a power dynamic. Kazuma sits me down and has a long, hard look at my face.
Why did you go to Ikebukuro?
Go ask that Chrome Dome. Ask him why he's Ask him why he was flying over Ikebukuro in the first place.
Are you taking me for a ride here?
Honey, I'd love to take you for a ride. Want me to?
A pipe runner recorded the battle from a distance. That wasn't your everyday living dead. Seemed to be involved with a rather peculiar necromancer.
Not sexually involved, though, I can assure you.
I've just about had it with you.
I could hear you trying not to laugh, Momo.
Right.
Get angry. Use your anger.
I've just about had it with you.
Kazuma pins my head to the table.
Okay, Momo trying to be angry starts to almost slip into Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh my god, I noticed that
it's
too. I didn't
Really
want to say
funny.
anything.
Well,
She's like, ooh, serious moment.
He's Austrian, she's German. It's close enough.
Yes.
But it's
I noticed
really,
that.
really funny.
Yes. I've had it with you. I can't even do it.
There's not much I can do with
I've had it with you.
I've had it with you. Run now! Get out of here! Take off those handcuffs! Do it! Do it now! Alright, there we go. I got that out of my system. Let's carry on.
Yeah. There's not much I can do to resist with my hands cuffed.
I know you weren't at the Ikebukuro CPC by pure chance. It's all tied to that girl you found at the brothel, isn't it? Stop screwing around and start talking already!
I listened to Kazuma vent all her frustrations on me. Oh man. Now I'm starting to get pissed off too. You want me to talk? Fine, I'll talk. First things first, why did you cover Tang Yushan's tracks?
Tang Yunshan?
All records of him entering Ikebukuro CPC were erased from the database. It nearly got us killed, you know. In case you forgot, we're putting our fucking lives on the line out there. If you want us to share information, maybe you should stop being so goddamn secretive yourselves.
You're not making this up, are you? You're saying someone erased records from the database?
Wait, what? She didn't know? Does that mean I just leaked some info I really shouldn't have? Oh, Kazuma! Sorry, forget I said anything!
Like I could. Shit. I knew there was something fishy going on when I was suddenly ordered to investigate the Ikebukuro CPC. What is Major General Kibanohara thinking?
Who even cares? He's a senile old fart!
Watch your mouth!
Kazuma's got her heart in the right place. It's just she's a bit infatuated with the notion of authority, of there being a proper order of things. I'll never understand why she feels the need to obey someone like Dad, though. Hey, Kazuma. Want me to tell you who we met at the Ikebukuro CPC?
Uh-huh.
I stand up with my hand still cuffed. It was one hell of a necromancer. I can see her stiffen up a bit with anticipation.
One hell of a necromancer?
Yeah, more specifically. I lean closer to Kazuma, almost like I'm about to whisper something to her, and open my mouth to bite into her ear.
Stop that! Jeez.
She stops me at the last moment.
This isn't the time or the place.
Huh? Did I just get rejected? And here I was innocently trying to awaken the raging masochist inside her. Like I always do. Oh well.
Look, I'm glad you've managed to recover at any rate. But didn't the doctors tell you to rest? You should follow their advice.
Huh? Someone's been a little nosy, I see.
Shut up! There's nothing strange about keeping tabs on your subordinates, okay?
It's not like living dead stalkers are officially under military police's control, but whatever. Before I can respond, the abrupt chime of Kazuma's Conry breaks the silence.
Sorry, I'm gonna have to step out for a bit. Let's call it a wrap on the interrogation.
You sure? We haven't really finished, though.
I just got summoned by Major General Kibanohara himself.
That comes as a bit of a gut punch. Fuck me, why do these guys have such a hard-on for protocol? I silently hold my hands out in front of Kazuma, allowing her to undo the cuffs. Once that's over, I immediately turn around to leave. I mean, she did say we were done and everything. I'd like to collect a bounty for defeating old Baldy.
Listen, Ethica.
What is it this time?
Look, I'll do what I can to help, so please. Try to keep Major Aso out of this, okay?
Sure, gotcha. She could probably tell it was Kiri who supplied me with that piece of info. The two of them go way back after all. As co-workers of the same age, they make sure to have each other's backs. It kinda makes me a little jealous, to be honest. Anyway, time to head back to the agency and...
Well, who's taking Kiriri? Because Eva's, sick.
I guess I can. What was her voice like?
Hey, Eva.
Gotta give the voice notes.
Can you try to give an example for Akani?
Well, I mean, like, she was like,
Wasn't it like very soft?
I can do that. It's just more softer, I guess, and like sweet. But she's like, more serious when she's in business mode,
But she's not in business mode right
Yeah,
now.
no, right now she's in like, I love you, waifu mode, best friend.
waifu.
Waifu. That. I'm so sorry. I wish my voice was
Ethica! Like that.
Maybe like a little bit more, not too old, but like, slightly old.
But also, she's surprised to see Ethica here.
Yeah.
Oh, Ethica!
Kitty. Now, this is awkward. Especially considering the way I abruptly stormed off the botanical garden. I still need to make that up to her. At the same time, I'd rather not mention our little trip to Ikebukuro CPC. Last thing I want to do is give her a heart attack. Then again, she knows me well enough to be able to tell when I'm lying. What now?
I rack my brain for a moment, despite knowing how futile it is. I'm not gonna just suddenly come up with a brilliant master plan here on the spot.
I'm looking here at my Tokyo Necro casting list, and I realize that I have Momo as the understudy for Kiri,
Oh!
while Akane is the understudy for Sophia.
Huh. Oh.
We're just winging it.
Yeah.
Or we're just gonna continue with Akane doing Kiri then?
Thank you
Well,
so
I
much,
mean-
Akane. Or thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much.
It's
I'm
all
so sorry.
It's all good.
Yeah, because I was like, me with one's mine. I was like, so it's, I think we're just winging it. We're just doing it.
You know what? Fair.
Freestyle.
Well, with Mitsumi, you specifically asked Momo to do it, Akane.
That wasn't me. That was Ava.
For
I'm fine with that.
Mitsumi?
Yeah.
Well, like, yeah, I was just like, oh, Momo, can you take over for me?
Yeah, which I'm fine with because I had the other part, so and she didn't get to talk much, so that was I was fine with that. Like I said, we'll just wing it.
Akane, Mitsumi, I have here as being your role. Like that wasn't.
Yeah.
Mitsumi Gijo, the other Living Dead stalker with the katana.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then we changed it to Eva.
Yeah, for that scene.
Yeah.
'cause she,
And then I was
forget.
like sick. So then I was asking Momo just like not too long ago to do it. 'cause I was
It's still
sick.
in my notes as being Akane.
Oh no, this was just like
Yeah.
literally right now me asking her. You
Yeah.
know, in the street.
We did it.
Like asking Momo.
Well, I think we got confused because you said in the last stream that for Ava to do it for that one scene, but then it became her scene, and I think she took it, which I'm fine.
Well, I think that was like
I'm
the
not
only
mad.
time we had that scene was the only one that Mitsumi was in
Yeah.
up to like recent. So I no longer know who to put Mitsumi as.
I mean, I can still take
Figure
her,
it
but or
out.
we can leave her as someone that we speaking roles with her. I mean, because Momo didn't talking her, so I was fine with that.
Everything's fine. People are just
We got to bounce off of each other, which
yeah, they're just
So-
doing it. We're just doing it.
All right.
We're-
Well,
we're
anyway.
in it.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll just keep going.
yeah, it's not that big.
Zoom.
When he gets more talking, I know.
Screw it. Wanna go grab something to eat after work? We keep saying we should go somewhere, but never actually get around to it.
I'm not sure.
Did it not pick up at all?
Second half of it didn't pick up.
I'm not sure I'll have time.
Actually,
All we heard was the first half of the word actually.
I'm actually playing a night
I think
maintenance.
you might need to adjust your filter again.
I've got a lot of background noise going on right now.
Alright, let's give it another shot then.
I'm actually running a night shift.
It's cutting off after you say night shift.
Actually, Momo, can you do this one? Momo,
You
just
sure?
do it. Yeah, just do it.
I'm actually pulling a night shift today. We're doing maintenance on pipe runners. we've had a fair share of problems as of late.
The funniest thing to do would just be, oh, mic issues are happening. Ruin dramatic tension.
Oh, yes. I forgot we had that.
We do.
No, I didn't. I'm just waiting for that one scene.
I don't think you're gonna get one of
I'm
those
waiting for the
today.
perfect time to strike.
Oh, well, then we should just do a dramatic tension. Oh, now it's
Well-
gonna...
Alright, cool. I'm gonna be Kiri and Monkey Bro's gonna be Ethica.
Nice.
Oh, all right, let's go.
We've had our fair share of problems as of late. I was planning to stop in at the house first, though.
Then how about we go right now?
Huh? Sure, okay. I think I should still have enough time for that.
Man, Kiri's been really swamped with work these days. I want to make sure she gets as much sleep as possible. Fast food it is, then. Okay, that settles it. G to the O, off we go!
Sure. Just give me a few minutes to get ready.
My excitement must be contagious. She seems pretty fired up. When I'm with Kiri, I sometimes can't tell which one of us is supposed to be the wise and responsible one.
And that's the end of the scene. So unfortunately, we go right back to the regular casting.
Yeah.
Well, as regular as we can be for today.
Okay.
Oh, you want us to have lunch at the hotel?
We could do that. We totally could, but what I really brought you here for is this. I lead Kiri to my usual food stall.
Wow, these smell amazing.
I know, right? Best food stall in town, if you ask me. The old lady who owns the stall looks at us with her signature scowl, not saying a word. Ever the reticent type.
They all look so good.
One of each, please. The old lady takes 6 pieces of pierogi and stuffs them in a paper bag. She's not exactly a model of customer service, but she is handling the food with care. I make it a point to always have a bit of cash on me in several currencies. After I pay the old lady in Russian rubles, she hands me the paper bag. It's still warm. Spasiba.
Come
Just
again.
anybody?
Lovely. We thank her and go on our way.
Come on, hurry up.
Whoa, easy there, Tiger. We make our way to a nearby bench. If I were with any other girl, we'd probably be holding hands at this point. But this is Kiri. I sit down beside her, leaving some space between us. Not too close, not too far. Which one did you want to try?
Let me think. Gosh. Good. Kind of forgot. Memory?
Oh no.
No.
Jelly-filled's my favorite. Nothing beats a jelly-filled donut.
Do not.
Haha.
Alright, try that again, Akani.
Let me think. Gosh, they all look so good. I kind of forgot. Memory?
Close enough.
Fish, lamb, sausages, eggs, and there was one with cabbage in it, and another one with apples.
Oh, do the apple. Apple.
Yeah!
I'll take the one with apples.
Just that one?
Well,
Sirius lets out a bashful giggle. She's always like this when it comes to food. Like I said, it really makes you wonder which one of us is supposed to be the responsible older sister.
Then I'll also take the one with sausages. With eggs.
Here you go.
Wow, they're so warm.
A perfect remedy for the cold. Careful when you bite into them, though. We each take our pierogies out of the bag.
God, I could go for some pierogi right now.
Yeah, those look really good.
Yeah.
Finally!
Yeah, after stream, I'm going to head over to the local Russian store and grab some.
Fair enough.
I seriously live between grocery stores of so many different ethnicities that I can get whatever I want. It's great.
Again, fair enough.
Ah.
Kiri, you okay? Jeez, didn't I tell you to be careful? Did you burn yourself?
It's so good.
Kiri's face blossoms into a beaming smile. It makes my heart skip a beat. I smile back at her and take a bite out of my own pierogi. They're using artificial lamb meat to make these. A generous amount of filling covered in buttery dough and lightly seasoned with salt and pepper. Simple yet delicious. Or at least it should be. Huh? Did they change the ingredients?
Ethica?
Kiri glances my way with a pleading expression. Oh, right, sure. We can trade.
Thanks! Yep, delicious!
This one's not bad either. The sort of flavor kids love. I know you're a fan too.
I
feel like there's a
am.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch joke in there somewhere.
But you didn't
The
have to
flavor
say
kids
it like
love.
that.
But can Milgram see why kids love the taste of
There you go.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Yes, there we
Is
go.
it
I
the
knew
beauty
it.
of death?
No, it's the cinnamon sugar swirls in every bite.
Thank you. 'Cause I just like I knew it was coming together, but I knew I wasn't quite gonna be able to put the pieces together. But I couldn't let that one just die on the vine like that. I had to put it out there. So thank you for picking up what I was putting down.
Oh, this is why we miss you, Monkey Pro.
I miss this so much.
I am, but you didn't have to say it like that.
Come on, who cares? If anything, I'm glad you're still the same old Kiri. After placing her pierogi on a handkerchief laid out across her lap, Kiri turns to look at me.
Hey, Ethica?
Yeah?
I want us to stay like this forever.
Kiri has always been a voice of reason. Someone who's always right. At times, though, her words can cut like a dagger. Yeah. That'd be nice. The answer I ended up giving her is vague and non-committal.
Do we finally get another Konsu scene, please?
Yay. Iria and I took a coelacanth to the hyperghetto. Even by Tokyo standards, this area is considered to be fairly dangerous. The hyperghetto demands utmost vigilance from its visitors. There are no crowds to deter wrongdoers. I carefully drive toward our destination, and that's when I realize it. I've forgotten something of crucial importance.
Holy smokes! That's the real Ikahabara station?
Akihabara.
Ah, you know.
This is
like, yeah, you swap the I and
the
the A.
normal
It's a super important place.
Akihabara.
Yes.
There you go.
Okay.
Holy smokes! That's the real Akihabara station?
A lot of the visual novels we're going to be playing are going to mention Akihabara, so
You gotta get used to it.
yeah.
Got used to hearing the E. Ooh. What?
Look! Over there! That's the same building the satellite crashed into!
Oh my god, she's even mentioning one right now. Because she's referencing Steins Gate.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
She's talking about the Radio Kaikon building.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
It's both are Nitro Plus, so they can do that.
Yeah.
Roughly 200 years ago, this area used to be known as Akihabara and was revered as the holy land of various kinds of subculture media. The neighborhood and its iconic landmarks were also frequently featured in games and anime made at the time. Although the majority of the district fell to ruin during the aftermath of the Sino-American War, glimpses of its former glory can still be spotted here and there.
Hey! Can I get out? I gotta go on a sacred pilgrimage.
Out of the question.
Did it do?
It didn't come through at all.
Okay.
Boo! Way to be a sourpuss.
I take it you haven't forgotten what happened the other day?
No, sir.
Since you weren't here, Monkey Bro, she tried to print something out for Soun as a gift, and then she got kidnapped by the suicide wannabes.
Oh, that's how it happened.
She was a split second from fucking dying before Kazuma saved her.
Oh, I was wondering what led to that.
I had to remind Iria of a rather unpleasant incident, but at least it helped convince her. In any case, we eventually reached the entrance of Snowbound Nirvana.
So this is that woman's business?
That woman?
Never mind. It's just an old meme.
Iria has a habit of using peculiar words and phrases the rest of us have never even heard of. They're apparently slang expressions used by otaku in the 20th and 21st centuries, but I usually struggle to even pick up on what she's trying to say. I undo the security lock on the entrance. As soon as the door opens, our nostrils are hit by a rancid odor, accompanied by a gust of warm air. It's overwhelming after being outside in the hyperghetto. Unfazed, Iria makes her way into the store and has a quick look around.
These are actual CRT monitors? Awesome! I've only ever seen them in anime. I can't believe they actually exist.
I'm already used to seeing them, although to Iria it's no doubt an entirely fresh experience. One thing's out of the ordinary, though, and that's the strong, thick smell that seems to completely dominate the inside of the room. Konsu.
What version?
I think she's saying hi there.
Who knows? Munches.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Hi there, someone.
At least that's what I think she said. Could you please swallow your noodles before you speak?
Sure thing.
Noodle salad.
Chinese! Chinese! Something in Chinese!
Right.
Hey, what are they saying? I don't know, probably something in Chinese. I'm not getting through to her. Konsu is an incorrigible shut-in, which is reflected in her unhealthy diet. I've known her for a long time now, but I've yet to see her eat anything other than instant noodles. At least 70% of her body must be made of yakisoba at this point. With the remaining 30% being Crazy Dragon. Once she's finished her noodles and washed it down with a can of energy drink, Konsu finally turns my way.
What brings you?
Oh, that's right. I should introduce her before we get down to business. As you can see, I brought someone along.
That's...
The moment Konsu notices Iria, it's like she's had a bucket of dry ice poured on her.
What's that sound?
It's the first syllable of Hogyo Iria.
Yeah.
I want to know what this actually sounds like.
I think she did it perfect with the.
I agree, yeah.
Yes, but I also want to hear it. I've made it abundantly clear that Konsu is like my favorite of the female cast.
Ah.
She is a disaster, an absolute disaster woman, and I would guard her with my life.
As you can see, she's clearly a disaster as is.
That's Miss Hogyo Iria to you, punk.
Punk?
You stay out of this zone.
Iria is unusually fired up. And then again, she tends to cycle through a host of different emotions at the drop of a hat, so her behavior isn't really giving me any genuine cause for concern. However... What really catches me off guard is Konsu's reaction. She's never been the sociable type. I'm very much aware of that. Even still, she's acting uncharacteristically flustered. Konsu, is something wrong?
No, I'm fine. I'm okay.
Is she really, though?
What brings you here today?
There's something I'd like you to look into.
I wanted to meet you.
Iria interrupts me, almost like she's been waiting for this exact moment.
I came in person because I came in person because there's something very important I need to clear up with you.
Something important?
Konsu's already pale complexion rapidly turns the shade of white marble.
Konsu!
Me?
Exactly what sort of relationship do you have with So-un? Out with it!
Uh-huh. My relationship with Son?
You heard me! And don't think you can worm your way out of this! I want a clear answer!
Iria is only growing more and more agitated. Konsu's reaction, however, is the exact opposite. She's finally starting to calm down a bit.
I'm just his information broker, and I also help him with Necro analysis.
Lies! If that's all there is to it, then why do you watch movies together?
She does have a point. My relationship with Konsu is certainly a bit more nuanced.
I had a go at the game you developed.
What?
Iria's changing topics at breakneck speed. Now that I think about it, we did play Konsu's game at the arcade center the other day.
It was relatively well made, I'll give you that.
Didn't you say it was, quote, super fun?
Cease this slander at once!
Iria throws a defiant glare my way, then immediately turns back toward Konsu.
Anyway, it didn't quite measure up to my midnight shores. If I'd made it, I would have done I would have done a much better job.
Iria.
Girls are fighting.
Only one of them is actually fighting here, though.
Have you regained your memories of being a designer?
Huh? Well, about that. Unfortunately, no, not yet.
Visibly dejected, Iria mumbles the tail end of her sentence.
But my intuition tells me I'm right. It's procedural memory, baby. It's all floating around in my head somewhere. I was just that good.
I see. I'm glad to hear that.
Konsu seems oddly relieved.
So, you said you needed help with something?
Yes, I'd like you to look into Kurushima Michiya.
Why?
Huh? I expected her to ask who he was, not why I needed info on him. Did Ryoko fill you in on the details?
No, not yet.
We followed up on a lead from the military police and went to the Ikebukuro CPC, where Tang Yunshan was supposedly seen.
And?
We discovered a hidden room where some personal records were being kept. We scanned all the data, but found that Iria's records were missing. There's something important linking Iria and the Ikebukuro CPC. Something important enough to have attracted Tang Yunshan's attention.
It's too hasty to claim there's a connection. It might have just been pure coincidence. What if her records were simply blown away by the wind?
We were attacked by Milgram on our way back.
By Milgram?
Konsu is in the know, so to speak. She's well aware of what Milgram means to us living dead stalkers. What's more, he seemed to know me. I nearly got killed fighting him. What kind of facility was the Ikebukuro CPC? What sort of research did its supervisor, Kuroshima Michiya, conduct there? And how does Milgram fit into the picture? We need to know all those things. Not just for Iria's, but for our sakes as well. Will you help us, Konsu? She appears hesitant, which isn't terribly common for her. It seems almost like there's a set of conflicting emotions warring in her chest.
On one condition.
What condition?
Come downstairs with me.
I see. The usual payment, then.
I'll tag along.
No,
Huh? Why?
this is important.
If it's so important, don't you think I should?
Iria. I look straight into Iria's eyes. Please.
Fine.
Although she doesn't seem to like it one bit, Iria agrees to stay.
Promise me one thing, though. Don't do anything weird, okay?
Well, it depends on her definition of weird.
So,
Okay. I won't do anything weird.
This way, son.
As Konsu and I head downstairs, I can feel Iria staring daggers into my back. And that, everybody, is where we are going to call it for today.
Oh, it was just getting good, though.
As many such cases. Unfortunately, it's been 3 hours.
Oh wow, so it has.
So fast. Crazy.
It is.
Alright, who is live right now that would appreciate our raid? Usually Energinx would be on by now, but it doesn't seem like she is. However, another friend of the stream, Tenrose, or just Ten for short, is live. So let's go greet him. He's playing Doom 2 Hell on Earth.
Oh, nice. Classic.
Fun.
Well, let's go from a game full of zombies to a game full of demons, eh?
Right, yes.
Brilliant.
Pretty adjacent. Pretty
Yeah.
lateral move, really.
And don't forget to get your Nahosa Ayumi library raids ready.
Yeah.
I would like to also mention to everybody that I will be streaming tomorrow at the same time. I will be playing Killer 7.
Oh, nice.
Now, if anyone in the library is available that day to join me and help voice the Remnant Psyches, I would really appreciate it. The curator will actually be with me that day as well.
Ooh.
And some of them she absolutely cannot voice, by her own admission. If you don't know Killer 7, the game is a ride. It turns 20 in July, even.
That's right. Yeah,
It's a Suda 51 original, and it is a ride.
Suda.
All right, then. Without any further ado,
Farewell, and may your story grow ever more interesting. Farewell!
Bye bye. 안녕.
Bye bye. Come on.